fish tank here. So just like that, I'm back on the PCT. So I will explain a little bit more tonight whenever I get to where I'm going, once I get camp set up. But I'm back on the PCT. I took about 3 weeks off. I'll explain that a little bit later, and most of you already know. But I took about 3 weeks off, and I'm back here at Ebbitts Pass. I had to start at mile 1048. I could not start at 1016 due to the Donnell Fire closure. It's closed from Highway 108 to Highway 4, which is right there. So I'm missing 31 miles of trail. I will hike that, but if a fire closure is a fire closure, it is what it is. Through hikers know what I'm talking about. I can't walk through a fire. So getting back on mile at 1048 at Ebbitts Pass. My goal is to get to Echo Lake, Echo Pass here in the next 3 or 4 days. I don't need to kill myself. There I'm going to be hooking up with Snow Cone, who's down in Burbank at work. He took some time off. He's coming back, and he and I are going to do about 60 miles together. I don't know how far I'm going to go. I booked a cruise in October for me and the girls. We're going to go do the Western Caribbean. Totally excited about that. My family's excited. But I was just sitting at home, not enough time really to go find a job, where I'm going to be leaving on a cruise, and we got, ski season coming up. So I figured I'd just come out and hike some more miles. I'm bummed out about the fire situation, but you know what? If it's not fire, it's snow. If it's not snow, it's runoff. If it's not runoff, it's fire. This is one of the challenges of the Pacific Crest Trail, and this trail has thrown everything it can at me and every other hiker this year. But I'm just really thankful to be back. I want to give a huge shout out again to Steve. Thank you for picking me up in Reno, running me 2 hours out of your way back up here. 2-hour ride home. Thank you very much. So kind. Not a trail name, but his nickname, he goes by Ziggy. So thank him. Ron, thanks for setting that ride up. And most of all, thank you, Allison, for not only allowing me to come out and do this, but for pushing it, for pushing me out the door again. You're the greatest wife in the world. Also, Savannah and Sydney, I love you too. But let's get some trail. Let's do this, guys. Fish tank, back on trail. Just wanted to get a quick shot of the actual Ebbitts Pass where it crosses the road. So back there, like I explained, you're 0.2 miles off trail to park in this trailhead, just because this road is so narrow. But this is where it comes out, and they've got these fire closures. PCT, this side of Highway A is closed by the U.S. Forest Service. The Donnell Fire closure. So technically the 0.2 I just did, we're not supposed to be hiking, but that's where you park. So technically I'm back on the trail, and it's open, and I'm good to go. And there is my beloved trail marker. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? I'm back, baby. I am back. Oh, I'm so excited. This is so awesome. Not quite sure about this hiking alone thing. I've only done a few stints alone after Little John went down, and but I'll get with Snow Cone in a few days. And not that I'm afraid alone, it's just I'm a social creature. I like talking to people, camaraderie. But hey, alone time is good too. It almost feels like I never left, but I was gone about 3 weeks. So one of the things that I'm kind of bummed out about, I always told you guys I'd keep it real, and I always have. There's just no other hikers out here. So, you know, I was hoping that there'd be a few stragglers, but I'm just too far out of the bubble. I was hoping there'd be maybe some people that do what I'm doing, you know, section hiking, PCT section hiking, not just day hiking. I've been out 3 miles already and I haven't seen squat, so a little bummed out about that. But, oh well. There's Kinney Lake down there. And I came from, I don't know if you can see it, way back there, there's a little knob with a flag on top. I'm not sure if the camera will pick that up or not. I got dropped on the other side of that. It's an American, great big American flag up on that peak, kind of cool. It's real smoky, a lot of fires in the area. And I don't know what they're gonna call. I remember, so the PCT last year, they called it the year of the fire and ice, because there was a few fires, but just a ton of snow. I don't know what they're gonna call it this year. It ought to be called the Inferno. Read today that Yosemite is closed indefinitely due to the fires. Idlewild is still evacuated. The Donnell fire, the Carr fire, the Bernie fire, a lot of Oregon and even parts of Washington. When I was up there, just filled with smoke. The smoke was so bad at Crater Lake, you couldn't even see the water when I was up there on the motorcycle a couple weeks ago. But I don't know. I wish, you know, every year it was just perfect, conducive, no fires, not a lot of snow, but enough snow that there's water. That's not the way it is. The Pacific Crest Trail is a beast. And that's one of the reasons. The difficulty level, you know, 2,700 miles, just under. You're gonna cover a lot of territory, a lot of ground, a lot of different environments, a lot of elevation. And it's a beast. So my plan, half this year, half next year, I'm actually really happy about that. And it's a good thing because I don't have any other choice. I just didn't hike fast enough. I liked sightseeing too much. I spent too many 0 days. I went down to Hollywood with Jim. And that's all good. I'm cool with that. It's my adventure. But 1,300 this year, 1,300 plus next year. That's awesome. That gives me something to look forward to. So my plan today, so here's the issue I've got. I'm meeting snow cone at mile 1090 in like 5 days. Well, I'm already at like mile 1050 something. So if I continue the way I was hiking when I got off, I'll get there like 2 days early and just be sitting on a pass. Or I can slow down, do 7 to 10 miles a day and get there on time. But I just want to say hey to everybody following. Hope this finds you happy, healthy, and well. And I'm back. I'm good to be back. I appreciate everybody's support. So, fish tank out. Everybody from trail, mile 1052.3. It's a pretty cool camping spot. 0 problems with mosquitoes so far, which amazes me because when I got off a couple weeks ago, the mosquitoes were horrible. So, I don't know, maybe all the California fires burned them all. But some pretty cool rock features. Really beautiful. The temperature's really nice right now. It was a little hot earlier, but you know, it's midsummer, late summer, so it is what it is. Just touched base with Snow Cone. Everything's still all good to meet with him this next weekend at mile 1090.8. Problem I've got is I'm at 1052 and it's Sunday night. I'm meeting him at 1090.8 on like Friday or Saturday. That's a week to go 37 miles. No, I can do that in 2 days. So I gotta figure something out. Either I just hike my regular pace and I get there and then I just go into South Lake Tahoe or wherever. I think it's South Lake Tahoe from Echo, yeah. And I just crash out there, go to the hostel, which might not be a bad thing. Which was weird because I was just in South Lake Tahoe with the girls and Schmecca and Chef, but Oh well, life's an adventure, right? Or I just plan on like 10 miles a day, but it's really hard just to walk 10 miles a day. I just talked to Snow Cone on the satellite, and he said just take some time to do some exploring, but I don't know. Never been much of an explorer. I'm here to hike the trail. So you learn a lot about yourself on trail. One thing I have learned, and I am learning, is I don't like hiking alone. It's not that I'm afraid. That's definitely not it. I'm just a social creature. I like talking to people. I like the camaraderie. I like the pack, the wolf pack mentality. So this is my camping spot for tonight. I have a cool spot. Nothing's changed. For you guys watching the vlog, it's just been, just instantaneous, just click from the next to the next. But for me, it's been about 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago, I got off trail to go home. Now I'm back. I'll address that briefly. And I had already made up my mind that I was going to go home from Sonora Pass. I planned for everything, but I didn't plan on how bad I was going to miss my family. While we were at Sonora Pass, after I had already planned on going home, we got news that a family member had a return of cancer and was currently in the hospital and was fighting it. So even though I was already getting ready to go home, then hearing that just solidified my decision even more. But I don't want everybody to blame the cancer as what got me off the trail. That wasn't it. What got me off the trail is the love for my family. Then, I got home, and the individual got through the rough part of the hospital stay and was recovering. And then I went on a motorcycle ride with my friend Ron and Daryl, and we went up to Oregon and Washington. I saw the Bridge of the Gods, saw Crater Lake. Couldn't see much of anything because the smoke was so bad. Everything's on fire right now. Then came home, and this family member's doing much better, and we're back to normal. And so I had the rest of the summer, and I did book a cruise. I'm taking the family on a cruise in a few weeks to, the Caribbean. But I don't know how Allison will edit this, or even if she will. But I just want to make it very clear: it wasn't cancer that got me off the trail. I don't want to put that kind of pressure on the individual that was fighting it, and he is fighting it. I'd already made that decision, and that's a huge compliment to my wife and kids. I miss them so much. It's good to be back. It's not the same, and that's kind of sucks. I'm not here with Fine Schmeck. I'm not here with Chef. There's not a lot of hikers out here. In fact, I'm walking through these campsites, and I'm seeing, remnants of old tent sites that a month ago would have been just packed with people. So I'm by myself, which isn't a bad thing, but I don't like it as much. But I'm going to push forward to at least Donner Pass, maybe Belden, and then we'll call it a year, and then I'll be back next year. But I wanted to get that out of the way. So, like I said, for most of you guys watching the vlogs, you don't know me personally, so you're probably not aware of all that was going down. Although a lot of you do know me personally, we're friends, or Facebook, or through work, or church, or whatever, and you are aware of it. So now I just want everybody on the same page. I don't owe anybody anything, but you guys have followed me since, a lot of you guys have followed me since day one, and you deserve it. You deserve to kind of know what's going on, and a lot of you are planning future PCT adventures based off what you're seeing, and I just want to be real with everybody as far as what to expect and what happened to me, and the good, the bad, the positive, the negative, just everything. So did 5.2 miles today, which isn't bad considering I only got like 3 hours of sleep on an Amtrak, and I came from Salt Lake City, Utah to Reno, and then Steve brought me up here. So all of that plus 5.2 miles, any day you can get any miles out of getting out of town is a good day. And I just got to watch my miles because I don't want to get to Echo too soon and have to just sit there and wait for snow cone or go down to Tahoe. I don't know. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Keep smiling. Fish tank on the PCT, mile 1052.3.